Jay from Team DMA. So I wanted to talk about really quickly, excuse me, about Master Duel. So Master Duel, I just downloaded it yesterday. I didn't touch it till today because I didn't have time, and then I touched it a little bit again a little bit ago. So my first impression on Master Duel, before you were able to play like the starter decks, you were able to play the starter decks before and win some games, like starter deck Kaiba stuff like that. Sounds dumb, but it's true. I know because I played it later than everybody else, like 3 months after Master Duel was available. I didn't play till like 3 months because I could already. I just had a feeling that it wasn't gonna be good for Dark Magician players because a lot of the cards from Konami series of Battle of Chaos, you can't play them. They're banned. Like they're not on there. You can't find them. Nothing. The funny thing about that is that all the cards from Battle of Chaos, you could play them. You just can't play anything that has to do with Dark Magician support. So on that one, I told Loza even when we chat last time that I agreed with him 100% that it doesn't technically make sense because Dark Magician's considered like a rogue deck, like one of the top weakest decks. Like it's hard to find a weaker deck than Dark Magician. Just because a lot of people complain that it doesn't have enough support, but I'm not a crybaby. I still kill like tier 1, tier 0 style decks with the Dark Magician, but when you go to Master Duel, they don't let you play Illusion of Chaos. You can't play Tobias the Dragon. There's a lot of cards you can't play. Can't play Dragoon. Dragoon's not even that strong. People know that. If it wasn't true, like if Dragoon was really as strong as people say he is, he would see a lot of play on the top YCS, but it never makes it. No one plays him. He's not that good. So Master Duel banned him. He can't play him. So it doesn't even make sense. So that's why I don't play Master Duel. So I joined Master Duel because I did a class back when Master Duel had just started. And I did it for about a month and I trained a lot of people on how to play Dark Magician. If you go into my older videos, like a year from now or something like that, you'll find out me doing classes on Discord. And we had about 30 people. And I was teaching them how to play Dark Magician. And some of them, they have YouTube channels and you can see their progress. Like they were stuck on silver, stuck on gold, and then they ended up going to platinum. And then out of all that group, like 2 groups of like 15, one of them, people started getting like really good, a lot better than me on Master Duel. They ended up ranking Diamond 1 with the Dark Magician deck. But obviously it's not all Dark Magician, right? Everybody knows that. So it's mixed with a bunch of other decks. But it does have Dark Magician in it, and I don't like to play it like that. I don't play a mix. It's just pure Dark Magician. And I usually do budget. Everyone knows that I do that. Now the reason because I do that is because a lot of people back when Dark Magician started becoming popular, like in 2020 I'm sorry, 21, somewhere in the middle of 2021, starting like 2022, Dark Magician started becoming very popular. The decks to get it, everybody was complaining because it cost roughly like $800 to $1,000, which is not a lot of money, but for some people it is. $800, $1,000 is a lot of money, and they weren't able to make the deck. And even when we had the discussion with Loza, I didn't upload it. He wanted to upload it, so you can see it on his channel. He was telling me that the deck was expensive, but I think he said Um, he said something about it not being expensive anymore. Because I told him it's not expensive, but he was making a reference to back in the day when there was no reprints, and he's right. There was no reprints. It was expensive. It was, like I said, a good Dark Machine deck was running $800 to $1,000 to play. To be honest with you, and the cards are not even that good, but that's how much it costs. So I decided in 2020 to build a Dark Magician budget so that anyone can play it. And the deck was so budget that I think I gave like 9 or 10. I don't remember. You would have to go back on my videos, but I gave a lot of free decks for free. So those decks cost me like $90 to make each. But as time progressed, they went down to like $35 per deck. So right now, a good solid budget Dark Magician, like especially the AC 130 that I make. I don't know if you've seen me beat like top four YCS Flunderies within a bunch of decks that you wouldn't even expect, that people can't even beat with their decks at full power. The budget Dark Magician is able to smoke it like nothing at a budget. And the budget deck right now is about, by itself with no extra deck, it's probably somewhere around $100. If you wanna squeeze some cards out, like take some cards out and only put one of, the deck is probably like a $50 deck. But to be honest with you, if you want the full power, you're looking at about $100. It comes with no extra deck. Now, if you decide to put the extra deck, you can add it. I mean, a lot of the cards are just 50 cents. It's just that I wanted to make it near like $80 so that anyone can afford it. Anyone, and basically anyone. And like $100 decks, I give those away. It's not the first time. I've been doing it for years. So that's the reason why I make it, because I'm not gonna be making $1,000 decks and giving 10 or 15 of them away, right? Unless I had like a really good year and I sold a lot. The year that I sold the lot was 2020. Probably during that year I could give maybe a deck or two that is worth like $1,000 each. But right now it doesn't make that much because Dark Magician went down on the price. So when you sell a deck, you only make a profit. You're probably just making 100, 150, no more than that. And yeah, the deck only just cost you just about that, maybe like $70 or whatever. So you're not making a lot. Back then it was different. If you bought the cards when I told you guys to buy them, you built the deck for like 150, $200, even 220. You could resell it for like 800, and I sold some decks. So it wasn't good money, but it was a lot better than right now. So having that said, my impression of Master Duel right now is it's a lot tougher because of the events. People are starting to play rogue decks, like trash rogue decks, at competitive levels. Like I was playing against Sorso Tenny already. Not even bronze. I was rookie. I was already dueling those decks. They had like 6, 7 negates. And I'm playing with like Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's so crazy. And I played a bunch of other decks too. And they were playing like Ash Blossom, Infinite Impermanence. And I'm playing like a normal monster. Like, what the heck? And the first time I summoned a monster, like 1,500, and all it says like make your opponent's monster lose 1,000 attack or something like that. The guy used Infinite Impermanence. It's the starter. It's the starter deck. I can't even win any duel. So I was like, crap. It's not like before. Before I could at least win like 3, 4 duels in a row just because of my skills. Now you can't do it. You can't do it with the starter deck. It's impossible. You can win, but I mean, your opponent is already playing tier 1 style the decks. Like I remember I was trying to draw some cards, and the start decks, there hardly anything that draws. And each turn, like the first one they played Ash Blossom, the second turn they played I think it was an Infinite Impermanence, and then after that it was crazy. They were just playing all kinds of cards. I saw man, it's just too crazy. I mean, for a budget deck, they're doing overkill. It feels like you're already like in Platinum 2 style. Like people are setting up a nasty board to where they special summon like 20 monsters. And I'm not talking about bronze. Rookie. This means you've never played before. It's your first duel. I couldn't even get out of that. And then what they do is whether you win or lose, they throw you and they give you the money. But I mean, in technical terms, I never even won a duel. So after that, I started building the Dark Magician deck maybe like half an hour ago. And I got to buy a few packs of Dark Magician. And I started building it. And the deck is probably like 40% built. It just has a few rods and 2 Dark Magician, and that's it. I think 1 Circle and the Eternal. I dueled. It was the same thing. People were having like 6, 7, 8 negates. I'm on bronze. I'm like, what the heck is going on? This freaking feels. It feels like I'm gonna end up staying in gold, even with the deck complete, because I play pure Dark Magician. So that's my first impression. Like, it's a lot harder than it was, because I played for like a month or two while I was teaching the people the classes. It's the only reason why I play Master Duel. And then after that, after people got to play Dark Magician, they got good at it, I left, and I left them in charge, like 4 different people, and everybody knows one of them already. And yeah, all of them are usually like in Diamond 1. So yeah, they go like, what is it, like 10, 15 duels in Platinum undefeated, and then they just go into Diamond and just do the grind, and they go up the ranks. But yeah, I was so surprised of how powerful the decks are right now. Like, it's just crazy to me. I would have never imagined that it would have been like that, I guess. This is my impression of what I think. People are probably losing on purpose so they can rank down, or they're not playing at all. So when they play, they just play. You're playing against like Diamond 1 style decks. And it's crazy. Other people are probably just losing on purpose just to rank down. That's what I think. And then once in a while, you'll get like a decent starter deck like yours, and you'll win a duel. So I think I played like 4 or 5 times. I haven't won any at all, to be honest. Right before I started playing this on here, the reason why I play this game is it takes 2 seconds to load. And since I'm on the go, I don't have to wait for anything. Just 1 second, 2 seconds, boom, it's on. I'm playing already. Then I could just get on and off of it really quick. So really low graphics. So what's going on is, yeah, the Master Duel. So I downloaded it. I've been playing it for only a few hours, and my deck's 30-40% complete. So I still have to work on it. Hopefully I'll be done in a few more days, so I can do on the tournament. Get to duel some of you guys. But it seems like in the tournament there will probably be people like me that are barely downloading the game or working on their deck. Last time, the last event we had, most people that were coming out of the silver, including myself, going into gold. And I think I got into platinum 4, I think, and then I stopped playing it, and that's the deck I entered into the tournament. So Kobe won first place, and then there was second place and third place. I remember who took it, but we're gonna host it again. We're gonna have fun. We're trying to reach by the 7th 8 people. If we get more than 8 people, we'll figure out what to do. But yeah, follow, subscribe, like. Let me know in the comment section any questions you have. If anybody knows LC7 Crew, please ask him to join. I've been trying to look for him. I don't know if he's busy or what's going on, but I haven't heard from him anymore. I know because of the holidays and the New Year's, even myself, everybody disappeared for 2-3 months. So we're just coming back. So if you're watching this video, LC7 Crew, I would really appreciate it if you came into the tournament. You're definitely part of the ship, part of the crew. I love your content, your channel. You're a good guy, very special guy. Good decks. A lot of the decks that I built have come from ideas from him because he fuses decks just to have fun, and you end up making these crazy decks. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, we love you over here, LC7. And then anybody else also, thanks a lot for Job for joining back up. He's been with us for years, but the scheduling and whatnot, so he's gonna be able to participate hopefully. Anybody else who wants to join in the tournament, they can. Just let me know. You guys work on your channel, at least put 1 or 2 videos so that we can see that you actually play, what's it called? That you play Yu-Gi-Oh! We're gonna be having Master Duel, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro 2, I mean, in the future as well. And then at the end of the year, depending on the sales, we're gonna be having the giveaways for the tournament. This one's just gonna be a casual, so the video's gone long enough. Thanks for coming on by. And that's just my impressions on Master Duel. I haven't played it, and then I played a little bit, then I got off, got it again. And it's just a lot harder than before. And like I said before I end the video, it has to do with before you can win duels with starter decks. You can't do that anymore. Everyone's just playing like Diamond 1 styles, even with the rookie, no joke. Like I think my second or third duel already was like a Sorcerer Tinny. I had like 7 negates on the board, and I have a starter deck that has like no cards to draw cards. Like overkill, crazy. Alright, guys. With that having been said, Dark Magic Attack.